Hi, welcome to the channel, and I'll start off, if you're not a subscriber, please press the subscribe button and subscribe. Right, what am I going to be on about on this vlog? Well, basically, I was talking again to one of my dealer friends the other day, and we were just talking about, we'd seen the new LERS 2025s. We were quite impressed. The Explore range haven't been launched as yet. There's only going to be 3 models in that, which is a bit disappointing. We were talking about this. We said that we've got to introduce more families into caravanning, but we've got to do it with more value for money caravans. And the Explore range, I've always thought was a decent value for money lineup of tours. Now I know they've had the problems with the panels and all that business. I know some people have never had problems at all. So I've heard a whisper that Sprite Range is getting revamped. I'm hoping they are going to give it a revamp, because I think it's needing it. They just need that shot in the arm. And if they do, I'm hoping they're going to bring out some more family layouts. Now, like me and the dealer said, we were saying that we were looking for price points where the price is attractive to the would-be buyer, and I think this is what's got to be the main focus for 2025: value for money, and also producing caravans that are more affordable. So we shall see what happens with that's come from Swift. So I'm hoping to get there at some stage very soon, and basically see what's what. Now, we're also saying it's a bit of a buyer's market. Now, we're seeing all the price reductions going on, and there's some prices really tumbling off, motorhomes as well, camper vans. And again, we've talked about camper vans, and one of his he dealt with one company that he dealt with who hadn't been going particularly very long. I went to the factory, strangely enough, a few years ago, and he said that they've noticed a massive downturn in sales, and they're probably going to start looking at doing maybe more custom building and sort of just slowing the production right down. I think there's a lot of the smaller converters have gone to the wall, or just decided to pack up and finish. Now you've got the manufacturers like Bailey and Swift and LERS and Coach now producing panel vans. People will, I think, go towards one of their panel because they know the make, if they've been a caravaner. And that leads me on to the latest. One thing that LERS have done is they've released the 2025 new LERS Explore panel van, which they're trying to get to attract people in at a lower price point. It was seen at the NEC February show, but in a very sort of, you couldn't go in it. And when I saw it the other day, saw it a few weeks ago, I should say, at the factory, I still couldn't really get around to have a look at it. I know that somebody was looking at it and they went and broke something. So they just literally fell to pieces. So we just said, that's a prototype. The production won't be like that. Now, what I wanted to do at LERS, I wanted to go around the factory. I might have said this on the vlog, I don't know. But I wanted to go around the factory, and they won't let me go around the factory. They were very protective regarding, we're having changes, it wouldn't be fair and all this sort of thing. And I thought, okay, I've got the message, you don't want me around the factory. But I do aim to get around that factory at some stage, because it's a long time since I've been around the LERS factory. So we shall see, but I'm not giving too much away, but I think the advances this year are going to really, if there's people out there buying for 2025, I think advances will possibly do quite well, actually. They do look like quite a smart range of tours, and they're giving comfort packs as well. So again, nothing particularly new. Compass used to do something very similar many years ago, and they used to call it the Merit Pack. So you bought your standard compass, if it was like the lower end range, like, so you'd have a Compass Amiga, and then you'd have the Compass Amiga Merit. So for the Merit, they might stick hot water in a shower. Where the base Compass Amiga just had, might have just got electrics, cold water, and a few little bits of things that were missing off the Merit. And I think that's quite a good idea, and I think that's what's going to happen. I think a lot of dealer specials will be quashed. I know Swift have been working towards getting rid of dealer specials, and I think that will happen with the Sprite range. I think we'll find that the Sprite range will now become more basically a standard range of Tourers. What would I like to see with Sprite? I'd like to see, as I said before, more family layouts. I'd like to see a smaller and modern exterior now, and I'd like to see a more modern interior with regarding roof lockers that were a bit more curved, a bit more stylish, and as I said, a lot more family layouts, and also to keep an eye on the weight as well. Again, who knows, it could be an idea to do a standard Sprite, which you get the basics, and a Sprite Plus pack like they used to do. It's called the Diamond Pack, and people say, well, hang on, people go for the Diamond Pack, but if money's a bit on the tight side, you may say, well, you know what I mean, I'll go for the standard one, and when we can afford it, like they used to do in the old days, we'll stick an oven in or something like that. We'll stick we'll get the microwave, and we'll get a few little bits and pieces to make it a bit more luxurious. That's what I'd like to see. Back to a dealer friend again. We were just say, I'm missing the point now. We were about elders and what have you, and we were saying that we've got the caravan market has got the electric car on the horizon now, which is now being pushed down our throats. But we both agreed that the electric car really is not the ideal tow car. Yes, odd ones can tow, but really the manufacturer does not want you towing with one of his electric cars, because they're not designed for towing. That's simple as that. So consequently, this could have the knock-on effect as well on caravan sales. He'd had one or two people come in who'd got an electric car and then just found out that they just couldn't tow anything, and they went away disappointed. So that was rather a shame. I thought that some people have bought the electric car thinking they can tow with them, but no. I think people, still don't realise that they're not up to what they're supposed to be. Now, we were saying about a buyer's market. Now, the used market, definitely. You will see some of the prices are still pretty firm, but on things like old unicorns now, the prices are really taking a tumble. The older Swifts or Swift Challengers, again, prices have taken a bit of a tumble, but still quite high for what you're getting, for what you would have been got pre-COVID days. So COVID really set the bar up again, isn't it? And we've sort of been going along like that, and it's just sort of gone down a bit, but it's not gone down like it should have done. Now, when it comes on to new stuff, of course, is this a buyer's market? Well, yes, it is. Let's face it. If you're lucky and you've got a few bob in your back pocket, you can go with a bit of bartering, because Mr. Dealer is desperately keen to get rid of his 2024 stock and make way for 2025s, of course. So he'll be offering incentives like the movers. I think one dealer was offering an awning, that sort of thing, to sort of give the buyer the final, just to sign on that dotted line. Now, the trouble is, of course, as I say, we've seen some of the dealerships going bust. And I think what we've got to remember is they've still got to make a profit to stay in business. And the danger here, of course, is of buying a cheap van, heavily discounted. The dealers are doing more heavy discounts, and then all of a sudden the dealer runs into liquidation. You've got a cheap van, but then again, your next problem is to go and get it, any warranty work done on it. So I would find out, if I was looking for a new van now, at any dealers, I would just say, well look, if you go bust tomorrow, how does that leave me? I think that's one of the first things, questions. They may have something in place, I don't know. Whether somebody else would take it on, I just don't know, but I think it could be worth asking the question. But I think you'll find that on the motorhome side as well, as I said, price has been slashed. Because I think people now are just realising that these things are getting very, very expensive. And I was talking to a guy last week, Preston Cars about. Now I didn't get his name. All I know he was from Scotland. Obviously, he was a Scottish. I think he was just inside the border. I couldn't remember now. But he was coming all the way down to England, as it were, to buy his caravan. He reckoned it was going to cost him 2 or 3 grand saving, and that he would be okay. He asked a question about what would happen if anything, and they said, "Don't worry, we've got this in place, that in place." And he just bought, I think, an Eldest Affinity fixed bed. Now he just sold his Eldest motorhome as well, interestingly. He also got a Willoughby static holiday home on a site, but he got the motorhome, and then they got the grandkids coming along, and it just didn't suit their lifestyle anymore. And he said, my first thing was to go back, buy a car, and get a caravan. We can leave it, drop it off. And he said one of the things that did worry him, and this worried me when I used to do a lot of motorhome testing. If I took one away for a weekend or something like that, and took quite a few away, was when you went out and you parked it up. I always used to make sure we didn't have any real valuables away with us. We know the probably most valuable thing would probably be the TV in there, and that would have been about 150 quid. But apart from that, we never really had anything of any value in there. And one of the reasons was because I always thought that they're very easy to be broken into, as a caravan is. And if it's parked down a side street somewhere, and it's pretty quiet, and you get some opportunist goes along there, he can pop a window open and be in without any problem at all. So that was something that worried him. So that was another thing that made him go back to a caravan as well. So he'd come all the way down. He was proud as sponge, picking up his eldest. So I wished him well. The thing was, I was going to do some work there. I was going to do some vans, and I got told, he just came across. He said, "Andy," I said, "Yeah." He says, "You've got the YouTube channel." He said, first thing he said is, "I don't subscribe." I said, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'd like you to, but it's not an issue with me. But it'd be nice if you did." And he just said, "Oh, I like the channel and I like what you say and all this, that, and the other." And we had a long chat. Probably longer than what I should have done, because within sort of 20 minutes after our chat, the dealership was about to close. So, because I had my granddaughter with me, so what I did, I just took her round some of the vans and let her go inside and let her have a look inside and look at the what's what. And she does now know what we call it a cara, not a caravan, a cara. So, and if we're going around somewhere, and I'll say, "Show me a carrot," and she'll point to one, so she knows. She's just 2, bless her. So she knows motorhomes as well, but she knows how to say motorhomes. I just call it motor carrot. Anyway, so it is a buyer's market. There's no doubt about it, and I think that might get more crucial as the weeks roll on, because 2025 stock is coming now. Bailey has got a new unicorn. I did mention this last time, and I think they've now launched on their website. I've only briefly looked at it. The exterior looks pretty much as before, because let's face it, Bailey are pretty stuck what they can do. with their Alutech, which I told them back when they launched the Pegasus back in late 2009 for the 2010 market. I said the trouble is you are stuck with that profile, you're not going to do much with it. I got a lot of grief, but I think I was right in the end. They've knocked about with it, but it's still basically a Bailey Pegasus from 2010. So I've seen the interior shots. Now the interior shots I've seen on the screen, it looks quite good, but you know, I can't wait to go and see one in the flesh. As soon as I do, I'll go and do a review on it and let you know my thoughts for what it's worth. As I say, there'll be Coachman stuff coming up about 13th, I think, of this month. A couple of Eldest reviews coming up on about the 12th, so not all that long to wait. If you follow the Facebook page Caravan Industry Experts, I usually put bits of things on their info and tell you what's coming up, or if there's a video gone on if you're not a subscriber. But check out the Facebook page, and you can message me direct on that. I'll take anybody's messages. And while I'm just on that point, it's been great to hear the comments on the last vlog. A lot of people quite supportive in what I said about really knowing this industry and being around a long time to know what it's about. We're all panicking now. A lot of the newbie people to the industry who are sort of coming in and thinking maybe some of them are going to make a quick buck on it. Well, you're not going to do that. I've been in this industry now for 32 years on the writing side of things, and it's a lot of hard work for what money you get. I think I've mentioned that before. And really, at the end of it all, I'm driven by passion. Yes, I get a bit of a wage, nothing fantastic. And the books, again, I love doing the books. It's hard work. Doing the research. I know a lot of stuff, but you've still got to do that research and find out bits and pieces. So, really, yes, people seem to like like that last vlog. So, I'm going to be hopefully doing some new stuff soon. It's just having a bit of a job to get out and about. I've got this camper van book to get sorted, and they will be really after me for this one because it's about 6 months overdue. So yeah, that's how it goes sometimes. Lots of other things doing, lots of other things chasing. Now, before I go, the archives are still in a hell of a mess, made worse by the fact is I can't get up there. And I don't know if you looked at the Facebook page Caravan Industry Experts, you'll noted that I was going to be getting a load of Practical Caravans digitised. I'd done it through this little company who'd been chasing me for about 12 months or so, and we finally got it sorted. And guess what? They disappeared. I had everything. I brought everything down, got them all in the years, boxed them up, put them on a pallet, ready to roll, and they're sat in my garage. Now, that's not ideal, and they've got to go up into the loft, which is now properly insulated, proper lighting, proper boarded, etc. But I can't put them up until I get that sorted. I can't sort that because I ain't got the time at the moment. It's catch-22. It's just virtually, it gets very frustrating. You just think, what am I going to do? Because that needs to move. Because what I wanted to do is to get my caravan out and do a video on washing it and tell you how to wash it, which really brings me down to a guy called, I think it was called Highlander, and he said, "Oh, I watched your last vlog or something." And he said, "Yeah, you didn't get to the point, and you think you're funny, which you're not." And then he went and we wasted another 20 minutes watching to see how to wash caravan windows. And I went, "Oh, okay, very good. Glad you watched the videos." But the thing is, yes, we all know you can just go and wash a window, that's not a thing, but it's how you do it, and a lot of people scratch them to death. Now, again, I'm going off a tangent, but caravan windows are very, how can we easily scratched, as we know. So you need a good quality car shampoo, as you'll see on the video, and also then good rinse off and dry off, and then need a good cutting edge and polish to take some of those fine scratches out. You won't get the thick stuff out, but you'll get the fine scratches out. You'll get a sheen, and then when it rains it'll just blow off, or when it gets mucky you can just wash it off very, very easily, very quickly. And say the windows on all the windows have been on my vans. I've looked at, even when the vans were stored outside, I'd washed them and it looked like the windows were still brand new. You know, the caravan was several years old. And several people say, how did you get the window? Have you had new windows? No, it's because I cleaned them and I washed them and I polished them. And that was basically simply it. Same with the panels and what have you. So anyway, I'm diversified, so caravan, there's a video on it anyway, you can see it if you scroll through all the videos. So, thanks again for watching, thanks for all the comments, thanks for all the subscribers. We've now gone up to just sort of 4750, which for me is fantastic. I think that's brilliant, and I do thank everybody supported, and you do continue support, and I think you've done a great job of supporting the channel when at times, you know, even as if I was watching it, I'd be a little bit I don't know about this guy, you know, he's a bit of a, he doesn't present very well, so, you know, I might just click it off onto the next guy. So I do really appreciate you standing by my channel and putting up with what I have to say. I shall see you on the next video, and I shall try and bring out some new stuff very soon. And yeah, let's look for about 12th, 13th of August, and you'll start to see some of the new 2025 models coming up from Eldis and Coachman. And you better tell me what you think. If you think they've made enough changes, or the changes they've made aren't as good, or you think they're brilliant. Right, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.